Psyspam has been one of the most popular archetypes in the Pokemon VGC scene, mostly during the Scarlet and Violet era. If you're not familiar with it, Psyspam is all about abusing Psychic Terrain and the move Expanding Force to deal massive damage to both Pokemon at the same time. Back in the day, and by back in the day I mean like 2 years ago, this strategy relied heavily on Trick Room to allow slower, powerful Pokemon like Armarouge, Hatterene, Ursaluna, and even Torkoal to dominate the field. Trick Room flipped the speed order, letting those slow, hard-hitting attackers go first and wreak havoc. But now, thanks to the Indigo Disc DLC, the Psyspam strategy has evolved. Iron Crown was introduced and could use Expanding Force without relying on Trick Room. This opened up a faster way to play Psyspam, but once Regulation F ended, it kind of fell off the radar. Until now. In Regulation H, Delphox and Male Indeedee have brought it back in a big way, but with a twist. No Trick Room required. Psyspam teams used to rely on a straightforward strategy: set up Trick Room, activate Psychic Terrain, and then smash opponents with Expanding Force. It worked great for slow, bulky attackers like Armarouge and Hatterene, who would hit super hard while being protected from priority moves. Trick Room made them fast, and Expanding Force would hit both enemy Pokemon with boosted damage thanks to Psychic Terrain. It was a simple but effective strategy, and as long as you could set up Trick Room, it was tough to stop. But Psyspam wasn't perfect. It struggled against faster teams or opponents with ways to prevent Trick Room from being set up, like Taunt or moves that disrupted the strategy. Regulation H has breathed new life into Psyspam, but this time it's all about speed. Delphox and Male Indeedee are at the core of this new version. Delphox may not hit as hard as old heavy hitters like Armarouge or Ursaluna, but it makes up for it with its speed. Male Indeedee is already fast, and together they can dish out a lot of damage without needing Trick Room to reverse the speed order. Indeedee still plays its classic role as a Psychic Terrain setter, boosting the power of Expanding Force and preventing priority moves from messing up the strategy. But now it's all about hitting fast and hard. Delphox's decent speed lets it take advantage of Psychic Terrain right away, putting pressure on opponents before they can even move. The strategy works perfectly against slower, more defensive teams, which often are caught off guard by the faster pace of Psyspam. To really make this strategy work, teams usually add a secondary form of speed control, like Tailwind. Pokemon like Murkrow or Whimsicott are great at setting up Tailwind, giving Delphox and Indeedee an extra speed boost to ensure they move first. Tailwind is key for dealing with faster threats like Dragapult or Sneasler, which could otherwise outspeed and shut down the team. With this extra speed control, Delphox and Indeedee can constantly apply pressure, keeping the momentum on their side. This faster version of Psyspam also handles the balanced teams, those slower defensive teams that typically stall out Trick Room, much more effectively. The return of Psyspam shows how adaptable this archetype is, constantly evolving to fit the needs of the current format. In the end, this new version of Psyspam with Delphox and Male Indeedee proves that the archetype isn't going anywhere. With Expanding Force and Psychic Terrain still in play, Psyspam will always be a force to be reckoned with in the Pokemon VGC scene. Thank you for watching.